Hi everybody, welcome back to my mini homestead. Today is April 19th. As you can hear, Mom was mowing the lawn. We got lots to do today. It's 11 degrees Celsius, so we're gonna get to it. So our flower garden is looking much better. Mom was out here on Sunday. Yesterday was just too stinking cold to be outside. Cloudy. We did get a little bit of rain, but she raked it all out. All we need to do now is put a bit of compost in there. All right, so heading in the greenhouse, banging it around. And right now it is at 30 Celsius, which is almost, let's see, 88 Fahrenheit. And what is it, 9 o'clock in the morning? But the sun's out. So let's just give a quick look at everything that's happening in here. Our lettuce and the spinach is doing amazing, and we've been eating it. I got my dahlias. I've got 3 or 4 more. I'm going to move out here. The artichokes are looking good. I've got my marigolds and nasturtium out here. I'm going to move out most of my trays today. These snow peas just aren't doing well in the greenhouse. They're getting yellowish, so I am actually going to pull those out and plant outside. Radishes are coming, spinach is coming, more lettuce. We've got lots of lettuce. And then these are shelling peas, and they're looking really good. And then there are my Titus pickling cucumbers. I mean, these things are just growing like crazy. They say plant them out 6 to 8 weeks before you want to put them outside. They are just over a month old, and I mean, look at these things. They're huge. So I think I'm gonna have to try to make a polytunnel outside. But let's see, can you see that? See if I got the right place. There's a little cucumber coming, and I've got them all over the place. And strawberries that are going to go in the upper garden. So I'm going to open up some windows in here so it's not quite so hot, and get the rest of the vegetables down here. Time to get onto that one. So here's the plants I've got in the sunroom right now. Got tomatoes, we've got sweet peas, lots and lots of portulaca, about 300 of them. More tomatoes and my dahlias, and I gotta get my seed potatoes planted out today, I'm hoping. And then I got more tomatoes down on the bottom, celery and cabbage. I'm gonna pick out the cabbage and put them into bigger containers and just sink them down, because I had a lack of space. They've gotten a little leggy. More tomatoes. Let's take a look at the garden now. So I noticed some of the spinach is starting to go to seed, so I'm going to pick most of it so that we can freeze it. I've got all my dahlias that have sprouted in here now. Got the portulaca. There's some of the tomatoes, of course the cucumbers I showed you earlier. Oh wow, I need to get those watered. They just went limp. And then I am actually going to plant up tomatoes. So I'm going to water those tomatoes and then pick the spinach, and then I'm going to plant. picked it pretty heavy. We'll just leave it and see. We have been eating it for 2-3 weeks now. Spinach omelet, salad, etc. Probably have to pick some lettuce for lunch today. So there it is. That's our great big bowl of it. And we're gonna freeze this up, and I gotta get more planted today out in the garden bed. So I gotta get the bed done so we can get more. All right, continuing with the chores today. So while I was out working in the greenhouse, Mom cooked up or I should say, dropped it into hot water for just a minute, just so stop the enzymes for cooking. And we got 2 packages out of that, and she said 10 ounces in each, which is perfect for our recipe. So we'll just keep on doing this throughout the summer. And I picked some fresh stuff. I'm gonna make spaghetti sauce and throw this in with the spaghetti sauce, and we're having pasta for lunch. So here's a quick picture. I've got these size are the larger tomatoes I've got planted up over here in these 2 rows. I've got almost paste. I've got a Russian beefsteak, and then I've got my different cherry tomatoes planted up over there. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trays of cherries to deal with. I'll pot some of them up, and they'll be for going outside. I mean, I got a tray of San Marzanos and a tray of Romas. So I've got basically 4 trays I have to deal with. I'll figure out what I want to keep, and then I will put the rest up for sale. Okay, good morning everybody. It is now the 21st of April. I've moved from the greenhouse into my sunroom where I'm doing all my potting. My trays, let's just flip this around. My racks don't have so much on them right now. The big one there is my ground cherry, and there's 2 little ones in there. I'm going to separate them out. And then zucchinis are all up. We're doing really good. I was worried about my gray zucchinis because they just weren't coming up, but now they're up. And I need to get all my flowers potted out into individual trays today. My homegrown midgets have all come up, cantaloupes have all come up really good. Never got any of my seeds out of the packet from last year. And then we've got the sweet peas, which are crazy high. And this little tray here is my snapdragons. I'll leave that till they get a bit bigger before I do that. Tomatoes. I have red pearl, blush, only 1 blush. My goal was to have 4 of each, so I think I put in 5 or 6 seeds. I'll have to plant some more of those. Or I might just leave it and go for the 1. Pink Tiger and my sun golds. So I think I will probably pot those up. And I haven't been heating this room for the last week. So I need to put some heat in here for the new stuff. Got peppers, and then my muncher cucumbers. And last night I was out here at 9:30 after doing a road trip all day. I was on the road all day. And noticed that these guys were getting yellow, and I've just been so busy. So I potted those up, and I still need to get these ones potted up today. I'm going to put the Pixie cabbage into their own containers, and hopefully, I don't know, I doubt it, I will try to get the potatoes planted out in pots today. We'll see. And then hopefully get some more seeds done. I'm going to turn some heat on because it's cool in here today. And let's get busy. Okay, so I'm going to dig out one of the celery plants so you can see what it looks like. I've got a container here with some dirt. I've got some water because I'm going to rinse off the roots just because they are root bound. So let's get it out. Okay. So you can see there's just a whack of roots all wrapped up. So I'm going to pinch off the yellow stuff. Just, they're not going to get back to nice and green, I don't believe. And then I'm just giving it a bath to sort of loosen up the roots. There, you can see the roots are starting to come down, and then I just gently try to pull apart. It's amazing how there's really no compost. And funny thing is the root or the rocks, any rocks or twigs are always wrapped up in the middle. So I'm just going to gently pry this apart without damaging too many roots. It'll be far better with the roots, I think. And this is my first year growing this celery, so let's just give it another quick bath. Put it in the pot. Just want the roots to go down. And then I just add more compost to it. Compost and potting soil, it's a mix. Push down. And then I've got a tray, I'm just going to set it in the tray, then I will water them all at once I got them in there. So I've got another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 celery to pot up. And my plan is to sell these at the farmer's market, I'm hoping, this summer. And I'll just keep pulling off the outside stalks. I think what I'll do is put half in my greenhouse and half outside. And we'll see how it does. All right, I'm just going to get these done and then I'll show you what I'm doing next. So I've got all of the celery potted up into 4-inch pots. And I don't know if I said already or not, planning on putting half of them in the greenhouse and half outside. Okay, so I'm done planting up today, and as you can see, my growing shelf is all full again. So I'll have to do some rotating so the ones on top will come out at night. Plus, I need to spin these around so they're getting the full light, and adjust my lights a bit, drop them down lower. But I've got 2 trays of peppers. So I've got peppers are in there, different kind. I got jalapenos, I have Purple Beauty, I have Sunbright, and I have California Yellow, I think it is, or Yellow California. I've got, did I say jalapenos? Poblanos, lots of mini bells. So, in here I've got more mini bells. I stuck them in next to my cucumber plants. Everything looks great, and hopefully will survive the transplanting or the potting up into bigger sizes. So that is it for plants today. Now I have to go work on our irrigation line, figure out where it's leaking and what I can do to fix it. And that's in my garage. So that's it for today for my mini homestead. I hope you enjoyed seeing what's happening in the greenhouse and in the sunroom. And we'll be back in a few days. Take care, everybody.